Hello, hello, and welcome back to Death Stranding. Let us start doing things. Easing in with a little bit of a shower and stuff. I just pulled away for an extended time between the last two episodes. I went downstairs to refill my drink and get a quick snack, and then it was like, oh, dinner's here, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm eating dinner. Yeah, I just wolfed down a couple slices of pizza, and then threw together a drink, went to the bathroom, came back up, you know. This stuff. So, something awesome. My brother and his wife, they're very big fan. There's an auction house in our area that holds, like, online, or not, a pawn shop in our area that holds online auctions. Whoops, hit the wrong button. And, I wasn't using gold? Holy shit, let's do gold. What the fuck? But, they were doing an auction, and they got the full, McDonald's Inspector Gadget toy collection. That was a collection of 7 toys that you had to get in, like, I believe it was a blind bag style with Happy Meals that all assemble into a large, into like a 1 foot tall, or almost one, more like 8 inch tall model of Inspector Gadget. Gold must attract Higgs. Oh, I don't know, I want to be attracting Higgs to my fetus. I remember they sold like a custom Death Stranding PC that had the baby in the side of it, and I'm like, honestly, kind of dope. If I ever become a big scale YouTuber who can like blow money on things, I definitely want to get a big custom Outer Wilds themed gaming rig. That would be the fucking coolest shit in the world. Honestly, I'd love to have a whole little, like, back set behind me modeled after the interior of the ship from, Outer Wilds, and, like, fill its shelves with props relating to games I've beaten. I would love that. So, Peter Englert. On behalf of the dead, I give you my undying thanks. My dear Mr. Bridges, you cannot possibly know how perfect your timing proved to be. At the very moment your pizza arrived, my dear father had all but set out on his final journey to the great beyond, which is why I was unable to thank you. You understand, but you will surely find comfort in the wonder of your delivery route. The wonder of your delivery route. Before he breathed his last, Daddy Dearest took his first bite of pizza, the remainder of which I later consumed out of respect. He proclaimed it divine, the nectar of the gods themselves. But when he finally passed, his smile was sublime. May I say on behalf of us both that whoever prepared it is a wizard of the culinary arts. You have my undying thanks. Yeah. There we go, now I'm snapping. Alright. Oh man, so I saw a Tumblr post the other day of a person pitching an idea for a game, and I'm just like, I need this fucking game in my life. The concept they came up with is a battle royale game where you play as astronauts in 0G that have shotguns with unlimited ammo that you use to propel yourself around but using Newton's first law. And I'm just like, bro, that sounds like the funnest fucking shit ever. Alright, I don't want to bother with either of those, so let's move the blood bags into our storage. I want that game to exist. Like, that was one of those things where I was just like, I want to learn coding better, Unity better, or not Unity, Unreal, just so I can make that game for myself to play. Like, that sounds unbelievably fucking fun in concept. I think I would want it to be like third person like Fortnite is. Hang on, I'm just adjusting my headphones a little bit. There we go. Clean material. Give me your piss powder. Alright, and let's go. Let's fucking go!
Thank you for your contribution. Have a pleasant journey. Have a pleasant journey.
Alright, so we want to go...
Weapons restrictions.
where do we have stuff stored? Do we have stuff stored here? No. What? It just let me look a second ago, and now it's not letting me look. There we go. Yeah, no, we're good there. We're good there. But here, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we got a couple of packages that need to go further out west. But I also think there's a couple deliveries out that go eastward from there that I should grab. Ooh, thick fog today. Been having a good time.
Good morning, Sam.
Oh, there we go. Oh man, this game is just so chill and relaxing. I love it. We've been having a nice long Death Stranding stream. I appreciate it. We're approaching 5.5 hour run. Of course, that's not counting the 1.5 hours plus a little change of break time we've had between episodes. So we've been going for a while, which I always enjoy going for a while. I love to go for a long, long time. Oh, I'm just adjusting my seat a little. So yeah, funny sounds, that's why. This game is just like absolutely fantastic. I've noticed sometimes my audio quality shifts in my videos, and I think part of that is like I have a tendency to move around and turn my head in different directions and lean over sometimes when I'm playing, and like all combined tends to affect the audio quality, and I'm sorry about that. Yeah, almost ran over a grenade on the ground there. Ugh. I love this game.
Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Complete weapons restrictions lifted.
Alright. So, I think I have some ideas of what it is I want to be doing in my head right now. We're gonna go up to the that station in the mountain there, grab the things from it, and then take them to the distro center to the east of it, to the west of it. God, I keep flipping my east and west, I think. Drive it to the one west of it. Then pick up missions in the distro center and head east again. Doing a lot of back and forth lately, but I think it's good. Man. So I've been thinking I want to get back to developing Marble Island Roll. I've had to put that series on hiatus to build up a backlog again, which I've now just about done, so it'll probably it's honestly potentially by the time this comes out either come back or is coming back very soon. And I really want to start doing it again, and like I've been thinking about other games I want to make, and like one game I have in my head that is like my dream game, i.e. probably won't get made for a while, is a game that's been floating in my head for a while called Magnum Opus, right? And like the premise of Magnum Opus is your character, at the opening of the game, you make your character, it's a first-person action RPG. And at the start of the game, you design your character, like, and you're sat aboard a boat. And you get to pick your appearance, you get to pick your background, and, you know, like, a little bit of your narrative, and those give you, like, benefits and skills to start the game. And then the boat you are on gets caught in a weird pink storm, and you're swept up in it, and your boat capsizes, and you wake up in water where there's, like, murky green water, and there's giant fish. And as you emerge, you find that you're in a river that is in between two like cities. One that seems beautiful and opulent and almost cyberpunky and colorful, with like pinks and golds and platinum-y colors. And on the other side, looks almost like a ruined Manhattan, a city in ruins. And along the river is a bunch of fishing building type places, and you see fish like coming out of the water and flying, the giant fish that are big enough to swallow a man whole. And you soon find that you've ended up in this weird magical otherworld that is plagued by portal storms. Magic storms that were caused by a great calamity long ago that bring in things and beings from other and adjacent realities. And the water itself is polluted to have these giant magical monster fish that can fly. So the opulent, beautiful city has massive walls and guns on it to shoot away the turrets, the fish, making a well-defended city, but it's sort of a cyberpunk dystopia vibe, where it's all run by a singular corporation, the Magnum Opus Corporation, a firearms manufacturer who make magic guns. And the game would have like a Borderlands-style gun random generation system, but would also give you the ability to rune craft, where you can rip the benefits off of your guns and put them into other guns in order to craft, you know, your own perfect gun, to create your magnum opus. And there's this whole culture in this world built around the obsession of the magnum opus, the perfect firearm. Where everybody, like, you know, there's this, like, myth that there's, oh, I don't have anything stored here, I thought I did. There's this myth of a amazing, super powerful gun that everyone in the world is hunting for. It's said that that gun is what caused the calamity that ended the world. And at the other side of the river, though, separate from the cyberpunk city, is a, oh, and the whole bit is magnum opus. The word magnum is spelt like the gun, a magnum. It's a pun. Magnum opus. The perfect gun. And at the other end of the river, though, the destroyed city is a city that, you know, didn't have all the defenses of the other one and is, like, all ruined from the apocalyptic event that occurred. And in it, there's these, like, mutant animal people. Basically fucking furries. But there's also, like, troglodytic people and fucked up monsters, and the fish that are in the river can come up and, like, go into the city and attack people and try and eat them, so a lot of people don't go out in the streets and stay hidden in buildings. And the fish need to stay moist, so they they can't come out of the water long, but they can like swim out of the water and swim through air in order to hunt prey to eat. And fishermen are like these badass dudes wielding harpoons that will fight the fish back and try and like harvest them for their meat and sell their meat to the two cities. And it's like it's like almost like being a monster hunter in a fantasy world. But the other city, the destroyed city, has like gang warfare and is a lawless region where a bunch of different factions are vying for control and are scrounging together gun parts to create better guns and stealing from each other and backstabbing each other. It's like almost like Escape from New York vibe. And so like in the game, the main starting point of the game is that you're at the river in this like fishy river, or this calm riverside community that has almost an East Asian fishing village vibe, where everybody lives and is like, or where a bunch of people live who are like not wanting to live in the city, but also who aren't living in the opulent city, but don't want to be in the ruins of the other city. So they deal with the danger of being near the water. And as the game goes, you'll be able to go into the two sides, and there's a bunch of faction warfare going on. Like in the destroyed city, different gangs are vying for control. And over in the opulent city, there's like a power struggle, a corporate power struggle going on, where like lower members of the business want to climb the ranks, so they're looking to you, an outsider, to kind of help them grease the wheels. EFNY? What's EFNY? I don't know what that is. I don't know, it's like a game I really want to make. You know, like gameplay wise, to be like between Fallout New Vegas and BioShock, or like an arcane, or like Dishonored and Arcane games, where it'd be an immersive sim RPG, first person action immersive sim RPG. Is how I'd want it to work. And like the RPG elements wouldn't be like, oh, you have skills that you slowly, Escape from New York, right? I love Escape from New York. It's been a while since I haven't watched it since I've been little, but I want to try and find it and watch it again on like a streaming service or something. I also adore the stupidity of Escape from LA, like the fucking basketball game that happens in it. Excuse me. But yeah, words. It's just all like fun ideas that I really want to work on. But that would be like a game that I wouldn't want to make it until I like know what I'm doing and maybe have a small team put together one day. It's not a thing I'd be working on anytime soon. Alright, what do we have stored in here right now? Yeah, nothing I want to bring east. All stuff that I'd want to scrap. Load all of that into the truck. It didn't ask me if I wanted my Robo Buddy out. Normally it does.
Order assigned.
I love him. But yeah, I like have immersive sim elements of like the highly dynamic world, the game, and the whole game, like I said, would be about power dynamics, the class struggle, and have, like, you know, a world of magic and cyberpunky technology living side by side. And the level up, rather than it being like skill points that you slowly tick points into to level up, it would be more akin to Fallout 4's leveling system, but much, much more fleshed out. Where you would unlock, you would, like, you know, rather than it being like I hate the lockpick skill in Fallout New Vegas and 3. Cause, like, if you have it at any levels other than 25, 50, 75, or 100, you have wasted skill points on it. Like, the points that aren't there, you have a little bit of wiggle room of, like, 15 points, because you can use, like, mentats to push yourself up and down, but it's, like, it's fucking lame, you know? I hate it. It's always bothered me, the way that all works. I much prefer what Fallout 4 did, where it's just 4 levels of lockpick, each lets you pick progressively harder locks. And I'd make the game work kind of like that, where, like, every time you level up, you get to pick one trait from a list of traits, and every trait has an immediate, tangible benefit on your game. And some of them would actually even have the effect of completely changing how you play the game. Like, you know, one of the traits you would get is, oh, the rune crafter trait. Like, you don't start with the ability to modify your guns, you unlock it through a level up. And higher levels let you rip off and play, like, move around higher level abilities. But also, you can only put so many runes on a gun, determined by what level of rune crafter you are. So if you're a level 7 rune crafter, you can put 7 runes on your gun, meaning 7 magical benefits on the gun. And, like, some of the perks would be dedicated to, like, changing how you play the game, like giving you an ability that allows you to create disguises from enemies you've knocked out or killed. Or a trait that makes it so that, I'm trying to think, I had a bunch of little ideas in my head. Like, certain game mechanics would be entirely locked behind you leveling into them. Like, at the start of the game, you can't pick any locks. You need to invest level ups into the ability to pick locks. And every gun, when you first pick it up, your character wouldn't know how to use, and so it would be reflected in that your guy would hold the gun a little shakily, and your aiming reticle would be sort of a big circle. But then you could level up to learn how to use a particular type of firearm, which would turn the circle, it would make the circle smaller. You know, and the more level ups you get, you would unlock more unique things to do with your guns over time, and you would also be able to level up to do things like I said, I mentioned the body snatcher ability, or you could get a, like, enhanced maneuverability, like what Dishonored and Prey do, where there's level ups that make it so you can, like, jump twice as high. And, like, loads of powers, with the whole shtick being that your character got struck by dimensional lightning, and now has magical properties. And I think I'd make so that every time you level up, you'd be given the option to redesign your character's appearance. Because I think that'd be a fun concept, allowing you to, like, reflect how your character looks and grows. And another mechanic that I want to put in the game is, when you run out of health, you don't die. You get knocked unconscious and respawn in a friendly camp in the area, having had some of your equipment taken from you, and you gain a negative debuff that you permanently have through the game, or you can remove it by visiting medical clinics or through leveling up. You can spend a level up to get rid of a debuff, and you can also pay medical clinics to respec your level up. You know, go to a clinic and you're like, hey, here's $100, let me remove one character level up and spend it on a different thing instead. That's like a whole thing I would do. Alright. That being said, we've hit the 20-minute mark, so we're not going to take the timed missions this guy has for us yet. We are going to sit down and end episode.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Yeah, it's a whole game, and there'd be like a power armor type of armor, like these, you know, Master Chief style mech suity armors that at the start of the game you can't use. You need to spend a level up to unlock the ability to use them. You know, like, so the more you play the game, the more access to cool tools and mechanics and fun things you get. And if you really don't like one of them, well, just head to the clinic and pay a few bucks to respec your character. But yeah, I hope you've all been enjoying this episode. End cards appearing in just a moment. Love all you very, very much, and ta-ta for now.